timeless messages do we have for Leo energy? What's happening whenever Leo finds this reading? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus. And yes, even cross watchers apply. All right. Get some shuffles in for you. Leo energies, timelessly. Whenever you find this message. I heard you're the lion. So, you're supposed to be brave and courageous. I hear, why would you allow anything to quiet you down? Why would you allow another to tell you you're too loud or you're doing too much? You're the lion, the king of the jungle, Leo. Roar and be heard, baby. Your roar puts fear into anyone who can hear it. And they must recognize you in what you say. So either they're part of the team or they don't get to play. Okay. All right, let's see what's happening with your cards. That was just your channeled message. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for your love donations. Thank you for choosing me for your personal consultations. What's the message for Leo energies? You have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. 4 and 4. Yeah, no. You're like, no, I'm not going to accept this. I'm going to go rest. Okay. You're putting self-love above all else, I hear. You're putting self-love above all else. Okay, that's what's going on here. I'm going to leave those two cards aside. And then from that, I'm going to pull you a spread. All right, for Leo energies, please and thank you for Leo energies. What's the message for Leo tribe? Okay. Queen of Wands, there's your energy again. Look at you. Leo energy. You're creative, you're abundant, you're sexy, you're attractive. They want you. You know that they want you. You know they're attracted to you. I feel like you've been getting a lot of attention and sexual attraction. You're very passionate. You're very fiery. But I feel like you're holding on. I hear you're holding on to a hope. Okay. If nobody can cross this point without you going off on them or she's got a spear in her hand. I feel like you're standing guard for something that you have a hope for. Yeah, I see that you're standing guard for something that you have held a hope for. And if anybody would violate that, then they're going to get the tip of that spear. Okay. You in this, showing up with justice. Yeah. See, you told somebody, no, I'm done. I'm going to chill and heal. You cut that off. Either you are Leo who cut somebody off and they're hot for you, or you don't even care, Leo, and you cut somebody off who is hot for you. Somebody is hot for you, but I just feel like this is actually reading like it was justice happening here. Some of you were the one that got cut off. I can see this going both ways, honestly. Like, I'd be lying if I said otherwise. So what's crossing is a hangman. Now that there's been a cutoff, there's a different perspective. There is a different perspective. So you'll have to apply it as it does, whether it's you or the other person. Somebody here is having a different perspective about being cut off. And it was only right. I hear it was only right because what was going on was just not what it should be. It was just not appropriate. I heard it was completely disrespectful. Was below. Temperance. I heard you had to pretend that it didn't bother you. You had to balance your emotions out. That was a challenge. You had to do that. Yeah. This is somebody who you felt a very strong connection to, but at the same time, like there's different levels to this, yeah? And it's like, a lot of emotional connection going back and forth between the two of you. Is like you guys would rub off each other's emotions onto one another. And you're like, I got to get this under control. I'm not going to let my emotional well-being be dictated by how that one is feeling. Okay. Yeah. I see that both parties here can see that this needs to end. That's what this middle is showing me. Because it's just tying you up. It's tying both of you up. It's keeping you stuck in a stagnant position where there's no growth, is what I hear. So you both know that it's got to end. Yeah. But there's something you've been holding on to, and it's like as you go through this ending, it opens up divine timing. In other words, it puts you in alignment with this what you've been wanting to develop for a long time. Yeah, so if you just let go of a relationship that just was not meant to be, it's opening up your energy so you could be available for that what is. Yeah, that makes sense. Page of Pentacles. Hey, let's give this a try. I heard, hey, let's give this a try. Let's try it this way. Let's do this. Let's go here. This was an invitation. This was an invitation to start something fresh, but it never got past the page phase. In other words, it stayed in the energy of messages and ideas. It didn't go into a complete tangible. You knew what you wanted, and it's on. I hear you investigated this situation to see if it was going to give it to you. You investigated this situation to see was it going to give you what you would want. In other words, you said, "Is that what I wanted? Look at that right there. Is that what I was looking for? Okay, is that what I was looking for? Wheel of Fortune. No, that's not right. What they did is not balanced. I can't do this. I'm not going to do this. You had a goal and you realized what needed to be cut off in order to get that goal achieved. Something's got to give somewhere. So some sort of sacrifice had to be made to accomplish the goal at hand. Okay. Boom. King of Wands. You level up. From Queen of Wands, where you were, that cutoff puts you in a level up energy. That cutoff puts you in a position where now you're ready to take this action and follow through with what you're talking about. You're putting your money where your mouth is and your actions match. Okay. And that looks like the Nine of Wands. You feel like there's just one thing left for you to do. I feel like you've tried every way. You've tried every way. And you're just like, you feel like it's still blocked off from you. You feel like you're not there yet. But what you don't know is it's just this one last thing. There's just one last thing. And I hear somebody saying, there's always one last thing. Okay, I hear you. It's kind of life on earth, because what happens is as soon as you accomplish one thing, then you get another freaking goal and you go through the same process all over again. But let's see. What's this about? The Seven of Pentacles. See, I'm telling you, that's the one last thing. This cutoff game, the walk away. Invest in something that really can give you a return that will grow for the long term, not just for the short term. Okay. With the Five of Wands and your emotions, there's a reason why you have difficulty cutting this off. Yeah. There's a reason why you've gone back and forth about it. You're like, this isn't what I wanted to do, but I see that this is what I need to do. So let me get about my business. Let me get to doing this now. You feel like there's a bunch of people or opportunities presenting, but none of them are really like giving you what you're really looking for. And you're feeling very defensive about the past, because what you don't want no more is to fight. You don't want to fight with folks no more. You don't want to try to, this shouldn't be a twist in nobody's arm type of an experience, I hear. It should not be a twist in nobody's arm type of an experience. Yeah. Boom. Some of you going to end up with this Cancer person that's going to come into your life. Some of you are going to end up just overcoming this thing a lot faster than you thought you were. Yeah, this Chariot talks about taking action and moving forward, unified, inside and outside. Okay. Let's take a deeper look at what that looks like. The Two of Swords, a separation, a stalemate, refusing to see. The Six of Pentacles, you're not giving this situation no more energy. And they, King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh, there's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in for you with the Five of Cups. They got some sorrows and some regrets because you're not giving no more energy. Or is this a person? It could even be this Leo if you're a cross watcher, but there's somebody here who's saying, but I love you and I'm sorry I did what I did. And you're like, I'm not giving this no more energy no more. So there's this for Leo. What I see is there's some sorrows and regrets here because there was love, but it stayed in the page state. Yeah. The only pentacles we have here is this Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, which is telling me that one was giving more than the other. One was giving more than the other. And it was not balanced. Yeah. Let's pull some of my handmade oracles to go with all this, I hear. So let me put a few shuffles. This one takes a bit more to shuffle because it's a lot more cards. And this deck is huge. I've made so many cards for you, for me, for us. But I love my handmade cards. Okay, this one fell on the floor and I'm being guided to keep it. There was some miscommunication. When you spoke, I heard what you said from my own perspective and experience, which was not what you were trying to say. There was a lot of miscommunication in this experience. There was not a meeting of the minds. There was different perspectives. There was misunderstandings. And that's common. I learned that very young, how it's very common for two people who spend a lot of time together to both be saying the same thing in a different way and completely misunderstand one another. Or you say one thing and they thought you meant another thing, and that's not really what you meant. So it's good to confirm what you heard and understand, make sure that you understood it the way that they meant it. It would have been good if they would have did that for you. Okay. But there was a lot of miscommunication about goals, ideas, what this Page of Pentacles looked like the goal that was at hand. There was miscommunication about that goal. Maybe you were never on the same page, but you just didn't realize it because you didn't have that conversation. Expressing your true feelings puts you one step further down the path you've chosen. Yeah, so relax. Yeah. So you said some stuff and, things got put into motion once you said what you had to say. You said what you had to say. Maybe you said, listen, I was looking for something stable and long-term, and what you're offering me is short-term ideas like promises, false hopes. That opened the gate for this justice come through here, and that's what put you in alignment with that Two of Swords, that stalemate, that stagnation, that separation. Tons of funds. I heard you started realizing your wealth was inside, not outside. Okay. Somebody here could have been like, you gave them a lot of money, you gave them a lot of your energy, you gave them a lot of your time. Okay, you realize you gave probably too much to that one because it wasn't being reciprocated, but you realize that there was still more in you. You still had more. You just wanted to put it in a wise place with that. This Seven of Pentacles. We also had that Seven of Pentacles, which is about unfulfilled works, like works that don't work. See, they don't work. Well, I say the current path is blocked, stalled, trouble for a reason. Don't resist, turn around and go with the flow. For somebody here, when they ask you for some money, that was a big red flag to you. You're like, how you going to ask me for some money? And you said you were going to do this, that, and the other, and you never even did anything you said, but yet you had the audacity to ask me for some money right here, right now. You realized that this needed to change. And when you realized that, you turned around and you went with the flow. You realized like the path was blocked and stuck, troubled for a reason. It wasn't moving forward. And at the end of the day, like, did you remember that, rejection is God's protection and redirection? Yeah. What I do see that you definitely realize is you're the magic. You're the magic. That's the thing. They didn't understand that you were the magic. That was something that they never really fully grasped. They didn't recognize the grandness of the opportunity that was in their hands with you. And at some point, I see you were looking to this person as your source of magic, your source of energy, your source of power. Like, oh my God, you make it better. You make my life everything. You're all I ever wanted. No, they are not all you ever wanted. That's what you found out. Yeah, because nothing seems to be progressing. Everything is becoming repetitive and monotonous, but not in a fun way. Yeah, this cycle kept repeating itself. And so you said something about, listen, oh, I heard they were really offended when you talked about, like, you would talk yourself up. You would speak your truth about yourself. You would speak to who you are, what your abilities are, and the amazingness of you. They didn't really like that, and then things didn't go forward. Things didn't go forward for you in this situation. And it's like, anytime you would talk about the blessing that you bring in life, or how things were going good for you, how you were having magical experiences, like, this person turned off. That was a turn off to this person. Yeah. I wanted to be able to give more and provide more, so I left before making you soar. Insufficiency. Yeah. So this person, they could have felt bad because they had to ask you for money, or they felt bad because you had more than they had. And watch out, because people's egos really get kicked up in that, especially if they feel like they're supposed to be the provider. If they're a more masculine energy and they want to be the provider, and yet you're a feminine energy that is actually got it and don't need their provisions, that can be very intimidating to them, because they wanted to like, it's like you want to give them more, but you also realize that it's not going to work because this thing isn't going anywhere. So you're like, forget it, because this person is just going to get hurt the more I stay. And you're like, I got to go live my life and do the things that I love. Like what you love. Live what you love and get more of what you love. Yeah, you decided that whatever was being offered here, like, you weren't liking it. You weren't loving it. You decided you needed to live what you love. So you decided, I'm going to let this go. I'm walking away from this. I wish you the best, but I'm finished here. Yeah. Let's see what else this one wants to come out. Solar plexus. Yeah, this was about you taking actions to benefit yourself. This was about you taking actions that were in alignment with what you wanted to do for yourself. Okay. That thing that you once thought was impossible is about to come through and true for you. Yay. So this is about when you take action for yourself, you align yourself with the things that you chose in your life. Yeah, with the things that you want. So for some of you, I definitely see, once you separate from this energy of what you don't want, you're going to receive a beautiful offer that's going to leave you very elated, very happy. I see that. But first, right now, where you're at is you're saying, that's not for me. I'm going to rest on that. That's a big deal right now. It may feel like you're doing a whole lot of nothing, but what you're doing is giving yourself a chance to realign in your own energy. That's necessary to bring in this opportunity. This going to leave you happy. This going to feel like alignment for you. And where somebody else here is going to show you a different side. There's going to be 2 of Cups coming your way. Whoever this is coming in for you, they've already been through some sadness. They've already spilled out some tears. They've already learned. The more I play, the more I get paid. Yeah. The more I play, the more I get paid. Again, you realize, like, some of you realize that by giving your money, your time, and your attention to the situation, it was affecting your finances. And you're like, I can't keep doing this. I need to go have fun, because this isn't even fun. I'm paying for some shit I don't like. I get so tired of people paying for stuff they don't like. But that's what happened here.